I regret 98% of these tattoos, 97%, almost all of them.
Now, there are more people than ever complaining about tattoo regret online, which, to be honest, is no surprise to me. These people are constantly shocked by the price, but what they're finally figuring out the hard way is tattoos cost lots of money for good reason. And unfortunately for these people, they have to live with this regret forever.
I regret my tattoos.
I regret 11 of my 15 tattoos.
Let's get ready and talk about tattoo regret and why I hate my tattoos.
Today I'm very simply going to explain the red flags you need to spot before the needle even touches your skin, so you can confidently choose the right artist. If you've been on TikTok recently, you might have seen videos of people complaining about their tattoos, or you may even have a mate who has a tattoo they're disappointed with. The chances are they shopped around for the cheapest quote they could find. Now I know, because unfortunately we get emails like this on a daily basis. Think about it like this: with everything in life, you pay for what you get. If you want quality with anything, you know that whatever that thing is will cost more money, and tattoos, they're no exception to this rule. Now, I'm not saying cost doesn't matter, absolutely it does, and we all have a budget to work with, but when searching for the right artist, this should be the last thing to consider. This may seem crazy to you, but I'll list other factors which are more important as we go through the video. If you don't want to regret your next tattoo forever, consider this. What you're paying for isn't just the design you're walking out the studio with. You're paying for years of experience and dedication that artist has given to the craft. Not to mention what it costs to keep the lights on in the shop. And then there's cling film, gloves, machines, more cling film, kitchen roll tape, grip wrap, tongue depressors, Vaseline, ink caps, ink. The list goes on and the prices keep rising. Thanks, inflation. So if you're going with the cheapest quote, basically you're getting the opposite. Someone with little experience who's using the cheapest materials possible, which, to be honest, is a big risk not worth taking.
So yeah, one day I was 19 and I was like, let's go get 4 tattoos for fun. And guess what? I regret all of them now.
So the first thing you should be checking is A, does the artist have a portfolio? If they don't, then there's really no point going any further with this person. This is your cue to look for another artist. And B, if they do, is their portfolio good? This is subjective, but there are a few universal cues to look for in any good artist's work, which we'll go over in a minute. This is the simplest way to see if an artist can do a good tattoo. It's proof of concept and should never be overlooked. I'm not going to insult your intelligence, and I'm going to assume you think this is obvious, but I'm mentioning it because many people don't and stumble at the first hurdle. Like I said, there are a few universal rules to judge if someone's a good artist or not. Can they pull a nice clean line that's solid and consistent? Or are they shaky, uneven, blown out and look like a cat scratch? If the lines check out, then next look at the colour. Is it solid, saturated and smooth, or look like it's going to fall out of the skin as soon as it's healed? The same is true for black and grey. And lastly, do the tattoos look like they're designed well? I will go over this some more towards the end of the video, but sometimes a tattoo can be applied well, but the design was not well thought out. I seem to see more and more people who come to get tattooed by me, but have never checked my work beforehand. I'm interested to know, would you get tattooed without checking a portfolio first? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.
No one can prepare you for the pain of regretting a tattoo. And it's on my neck. I absolutely it. That's on my neck forever now. Can do.
Now, I know a lot of you won't be considering getting your first tattoo on your hands, face or neck, but when I refuse to do these tattoos, most of these people don't consider what I'm about to tell you today. With the rise in popularity with tattoos in the mainstream, the more we've seen celebrities have them on what we call public skin. On one sense, this is good, because it breaks down barriers and makes tattoos more acceptable, but also it appears normal to some segments of society. Unfortunately, it's not normal, it can still be frowned upon. The truth is, like some of these celebrities, if you're getting your hands, face and neck tattooed without much thought, you could regret it later in life.
So I have 1, 2, 3 tattoos I got at 21, and I've had 7 laser tattoo removals to slowly get rid of them.
I'm not suggesting that everyone shouldn't get these areas tattooed, but what we advise in our shop is that you're already heavily tattooed, a little older, and know what you're doing career-wise. Times are changing and tattoos are becoming more accepted, but there'll always be a stigma attached, which I personally like, but getting some of your first tattoos in these areas could be the difference between getting your dream job or not. What do fine line tattoos, micro tattoos, and most AI generated tattoos all have in common? They're all likely to heal and age like absolute crap. Now micro tattoos, forget it. For the most part, these will be unreadable in 10 years. This is a tattoo trend I believe is doing a massive disservice to the client. Fine line tattoos? They can work, but only when it's done by someone who really knows how to design and apply a tattoo. And most importantly, know how they age in the skin over time.
I wish I listened to people when they said I would regret getting fine line tattoos. So I just had to book a bunch of appointments to get all of these reworked and or covered.
So, what can you do about this? Well, the chances are you will search for reference and look for inspiration online before you even make an appointment. You may even have images saved to your phone already. If you do, take a look while I'm explaining. This information also applies to every style of tattoo. Ink naturally spreads over time. Sometimes it's minimal, and other times it's quite a bit, depending on your skin type. So when you're considering the type of tattoo you want, understand that if the tattoo is too small for the amount of lines and details it has, the chances are it won't age very well. If you search out an experienced artist, they will advise you with this. Be open to making the tattoo bigger, or maybe compromise and simplify so the lines age in the skin without meeting and turning into a mess. So provided you took on board the previous last steps, you're pretty much on your way to getting a tattoo you'll be happy with for the rest of your life. But not taking advice from the artist that you took time to seek out could potentially land yourself in all sorts of problems. Seems obvious to me that you would only listen to the person who'd done or is about to do your tattoo, but way too many times people have ignored my advice. The person who's only been tattooing for 20 years, and unfortunately, instead taken advice from a friend or a subreddit tattoo forum where most of the information at the very least is worthless and potentially dangerous. Having a second opinion about placement from a friend can be valuable at times, but remember, they will only advise you on feelings, not outcomes, and say things like, if that's where you want the tattoo, that's where you should get the tattoo. Don't listen to the tattooist, but it has to be said, they have zero technical ability. What's even worse is that they'll take healing advice from someone online and then wonder why their tattoo become infected or healed like crap. Always listen to your artist and just your artist, and consider everything else as just noise. Now that you know how to pick the right eyes, don't ruin all the hard work with bad aftercare. If you mess up the healing, then you've wasted all that time and money. I explain exactly how to heal your tattoo properly and what common online advice to avoid in this video right here. Click now and I'll see you over there.